Now here I have a set of PS3. You could probably just find these off eBay, or if you have an extra controller, PlayStation 2, 3, or PlayStation 1 controller laying around, that's what you can use. You can just get the screwdriver from that, get a screwdriver for that, and take it up hard. Now, to do that, you're going to need a very fine tip screwdriver, which I'll show you guys here. It's very small. You need a very, very small. I'm not really sure where I got this. I've had this for actually a long time now. And that's what you're going to need to do. Next, and now we're going to install this into the Xbox 360 controller. See, this is the one that came with the new Xbox 360 Slim when I got my Xbox, so I wanted to make a few adjustments to it. First, we're going to start off with the screws, right? There's 3 on each side, plus the one in the middle where the barcode is. So, you're going to need a Torx T8 security screwdriver. You can pick it up at your local hardware store. I'm sure they should have it. Home Depot has it, actually. That's where I got my set. Works real good. So, you just gotta want to make sure it's long enough for these bottom holes here. Because if not, then you might as well take it back and tell them if the bit was too short and try to find one that's longer. Now we're just going to unscrew this here. It's a fancy new screwdriver. You want to make sure you have all your screws when you want. Just take the back shell off, should come easily. Pull down both triggers, and then it should just come off smoothly. Or in my case, very hard. You want to take the back case off first, back shell off first, and then you want to hold the controller like this, and then you're going to push up on the joysticks, and it should just pop out. That way you don't lose any of your buttons. Now your rumble stick, I only have one. I took one of them out. Actually, the other one broke, but I was going to take it out anyways because I didn't like it. I kept the small one because the small one actually makes more rumble than the bigger one. But anyway, here you go. You have your 360 circuit board. Now with this, your joysticks, just pull them right out. That's it. I'm going to put it back together using the PS3 joysticks. Actually, these are PS2s. The PS3 ones are actually a little bit smaller. I think they look a little bit smaller anyway. So you have your circuit board, motherboard, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure all your buttons are still in here. You shouldn't even have to move anything, actually. If you want to see it. That's what it looks like. I just didn't want to take all the buttons out. Now, just take this in here, and actually you just slide it. Just goes right, oh, I actually have it upside down. Goes right in there. The PS2, 3, or 2, or 1 actually, are a little bit harder to, are a little bit bigger than the Xbox, so you have to push down on the controller. And then everything should just fit back perfectly. See? Perfectly in place. Then you're just going to take your back shell, actually, take your rumble stick, put it back in. I don't even use this rumble stick. I don't even care for the rumble feature, but you know, some people do. Gotta tell them how to take it off. Put the top shell back on, and call it a day. Make sure you get the battery parts in first for the AA batteries and whatnot. There you go. There you have it. PS3 thumbsticks and your Xbox 360 controller. I tried to get the D-pad in there, but the D-pad is a little bit bigger, so we didn't do that. Next, I'm just going to put it together. When you put it in, make sure you don't tighten it too tight, or else when you tighten it, the plastic will pop. It'll pull the plastic up, and it'll get stuck in your circuit board of the controller, and you'll have a real hard time pulling it up, getting it up. You're gonna actually have to. It doesn't. The circuit board will not. Word I'm looking for. Will not crack. Well, at least mine didn't. With you, because I did have that happen with my middle screw. I'll show you where the barcode screw. I put it in there and I tightened it too tight. So when I tightened it too tight, the plastic started coming up and it actually got stuck in the circuit board. So when I went to take this apart again, it didn't work. I had to pry it off, and I thought I was going to break it the whole time. But I got it off, and nothing happens, and it works perfectly fine. I got lucky, but I'd still be careful. Make sure if your screw's tight, don't keep tightening it, then just leave it alone. Because either you're going to strip it, or you're going to ruin the inside of the controller where you keep screwing it at.